We started in the US, and moving to Limerick was the first step in our expansion into the European market. And since then, Limerick has become the cornerstone of our EMEA operations, which now represent almost 50% of Kemp's total business operations.
Limerick's location on the west coast, so close to Shannon Airport, meant there was easy accessibility to our operations in the US, which are in New York State. There was also the fact that you could get a lot of talent in terms of networking engineers. I mean, a lot of our support team would come from network backgrounds. You had that talent pool in Limerick. You could source people with languages to, again, assist with customer support or to work in Ireland.
Our Limerick head office has been the springboard to the launch of our business in the EMEA region. It forms the backbone of our sales operation, and actually our business here is approximately 45% of the company's global business.
Ireland is the digital capital of Europe, and it's also voted one of the best places to live. And that's why it's so easy to attract people from across Europe to come and live here in places like Limerick.
One of the biggest benefits to being in this city and the region as a whole is access to great talent. And we started with just 4 people and quickly grew to 25. We're now at more than 40 people with teams consisting of sales and marketing, technical support, development, finance and operations.
And the Limerick operation has had to keep pace with this growth. We sell thousands of appliances, software and hardware appliances from Limerick every year to hundreds of distributors and resellers across Europe, Middle East and Africa.
Limerick is a historic, beautiful and vibrant city that is easy to get around and is free from modern day problems such as smog, congestion and overpopulation. And that's important when you're trying to strike that life-work balance.
The city also provides us with great access to our global headquarters based out of New York City. And with the help of a little Google Translator, we can even speak the same language.
Well, the IDA, who are the state agency for inward investment into Ireland, were a key component of the decision-making process. They were very supportive of Kemp in terms of how Kemp viewed Ireland. And in each area, they introduced Kemp to already established predominantly US companies, but companies that would originate in other countries as well, so that the Kemp founders could get a feel for what actually happens when you turn the key in your building and what you have to do to get up and running. And IDA, through that whole process, were very supportive in terms of making the introductions and the time that they spent with the founders, just explaining what the process is, how you get up and running in Ireland. And that was a clear distinction between what Ireland was offering versus maybe.
Ireland has a great digital ecosystem that extends much more than just the capital city, right across the cities in Ireland. We're lucky to count the top regional headquarters such as Microsoft, Dell, Intel, Google, Facebook, Twitter and LinkedIn.
Ease of setup. Thirdly, I think the fact that we're the only English-speaking country in the Eurozone.
This ecosystem makes Ireland a great base for our internet and web marketing team, which sits here alongside our European marketing and channel marketing teams that support our regional and local salespeople across Europe.
Here on site in Limerick, we have a team of 47. We've expanded, now we have a full finance and operations team, customer support team with language skills, inside sales team with language skills, marketing team, product marketing management team, and we have an entire research and development group here, which actually forms the largest part of our total team here in Limerick. But the expansion has not just been here in Ireland and here in Limerick. We've expanded all of our teams across Europe.